So we're looking at the line for the first of two town hall meetings. We'll see whether our guest, Representative Newhouse, shows up. But as you can see, it winds around for quite a while.
So thank you all for being here. Thank you.
So we spent the next week trying to find a venue for that meeting that we had last week in this venue here, and immediately called the congressman's office and invited him to come. And I sent him a nice letter, which if anybody wants to see it, I've got it up here, and encouraged him to be here. We've never have received a response to it. So here we are.
I just want to call on our better instincts. Your voices are the most important here today. Let's let the loudest and most disruptive thing here today be Representative Dan Newhouse's absence. Okay.
I retired from Hanford about 10 years ago, so I've got Medicare worries, Social Security worries, Hanford Employee Welfare Trust worries. Yeah, I'd like Representative Newhouse to explain why we are fixing things that are not broken. Every day we wake up and it seems like something appears to be broken to his party, to the president. And it gets a little frustrating because some of these programs have been around for 80, 100 years and worked fine. And now they're saying they're not working fine. So I'd like for him to explain in detail what is broken.
Right.
Representative Dan Newhouse, I don't know where to look.
The empty chair.
Okay. How are you going to stop the fact that currently some certain billionaires fan club is raiding Social Security offices and other departments, but the Social Security office, and just spilling that information out on the public web for anyone to see, and not really caring? Like, a government office is doing that. Doge is technically a government office, so that's kind of technically a crime.
If they were really concerned with fraud, waste, and abuse, they wouldn't have fired all the offices of attorney generals. That's what they do.
I'm a retired ER physician. I live in Benton City, and so my question is directed about health and science. So, Mr. Newhouse, I know that you voted to cut Medicaid. So, your elderly neighbors, relatives, friends, where are they going to go when all the nursing homes in the region close? Where are we going to send the rural car accidents when the critical access hospitals are closed?
I have paid into Social Security my whole life, and I'm scared to death it's going to go away to pay for tax cuts for billionaires. When I saw when I saw Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick say, well, his mother-in-law doesn't care if she misses a check.
Yeah, how tone deaf was that?
If I had a son-in-law who was a billionaire, I wouldn't be worried either.
Right.
So, Representative Newhouse, fight like hell for us. Thank you.
Representative Newhouse, what are you so afraid of?
And what I want to say to Dan Newhouse is, Dan Newhouse, where is your sense of outrage?
Okay, well, we seem to have a president that ignores the Constitution at every chance he gets. We have billionaires buying elections. We have billionaires contributing to all of our politicians. Our civil liberties are being attacked. Our social systems are being attacked. We have an oligarchy appearing to take shape in our government. We now have an economic war going on with our friends and allies and neighbors
In
We
Canada.
are now trying to extort Ukraine's minerals. USAID's being attacked. That means our farmers are being attacked. Construction jobs are going away. I'm one of those ones that lost their job recently to those construction layoffs. So, my question for Dan Newhouse is, are you going to continue to be complicit with the destruction of our democracy, or are you going to fight and do something about it?
Here. I'm not really that good at speaking, but I got to speak about this. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I spent 4 years in the Marine Corps. I also was a federal employee working on the dams up and down the Columbia and Snake River. Okay? I spent 38 years there. I've got 42 years of government service. I'm a patriot. I'm not like them idiots that attacked our capital. And what my concern is, Mr. Newhouse, you're laying people off that are veterans in your federal workforce reduction for fraud, abuse, and all of that. Bullshit. I'm very upset, and I'm going to stand up for this. And what are you going to do, Dan, for our veterans? Well, the federal workforce. Seriously.